Mandem asks, what makes a good nude?
Anyone want to start first?
So first you got to cut the camera off like.
No, like
What?
receiving what? A nude. Oh right, okay.
What if you're on the receiving end? What you want?
Yeah, what you want?
Nah, I'm not the one.
Some good lighting.
Yeah, these have
Good lighting.
Nah, red LEDs.
Yo, that's the
Back
one.
in the days.
Yeah.
I'm receiving a nude.
Yeah, would you like, Riri?
If I've...
Yeah, I don't want to know.
I don't want to know.
If I consent to it, like if I want a nude to be sent to me,
Yeah.
then
What do you want? What you like? What's your preference?
What? Prop the camera up.
Are you a printing one? Or are you on Ferrara? No, you see the build up to it though. You don't open this in front of your friend. That's the one where it's a knockout. That's a knockout one. Yeah.
Yeah, brightness.
Yeah, low down.
We don't know.
No, but let me ask you like this then. Why do you not think people send nudes?
Well, I can't speak from
Well,
personal experience, but-
it's a form of I guess it's a form of like digital intimacy. You know, you're teasing. This is mad.
Yo, why are we talking
This is so mad. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, no, I do hear where you're coming from, like digital intimacy, but there is like some cases where people feel predominantly girls. I feel like they feel pressured into sending news because of like validation from the other half, from the receiving end.
Yeah, I think
Like, yeah.
I think there is a lot of pressure because I think there's like a lot of men that express that desire and that want to have it, and if you don't, then you're either you're
boring.
You're boring,
Yeah,
exactly. Like you don't want to have some fun. Like it's just more like it's just
But
just
do
to
you
keep them happy.
Do you think that's no? But do you think girls do it up for validation?
I think is they do it so they can stay relevant to that person that they're talking to, because like say for example there was a guy that maybe his name had a reputation and he was like a gallus or something, and that girl was like, oh, I really like him and stuff like that, and he was like, yeah, go on, send me something, girl.
Yeah, I think there's a whole variety of factors what lead to people sending nudes, but especially for young people as well, it is that sense of validation, but also you don't want to be presented a certain way, even though like nudes are a private thing. I think that like a lot of people know and understand that like it's not always as private as you may think, especially even for both females and males.
Yeah.
But like it's more known that like when the boys are in the changing room talking about, oh yeah, she sent me this and da 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 da. It's very much now normalized in the younger generation.
I think like a lot of people aren't very careful. Like it's like quite willy-nilly like to just send a nude, but it's like first of all that's so private. Like you were saying, like especially, and I feel like a lot of people feel like they can send it to someone that they trust, and they genuinely cannot, because it's like once, especially a lot of men, disgusting men, just clean it up. I feel like a lot of men, once they get the nudes, they're like, yeah, I got it, or I've won.
It's a badge of honor. Like it's a badge of honor. There's so many cases where a girl's gone and sent a nude and it's ended up in a group chat, or it's not a private thing anymore. It's not digital intimacy that's shared between two people. It's just out there. It's just pornography for everybody to see. Literally, it's a free for all, and that's not what you want. And I think there's a lot of pressure. Not pressure on women, but like there's a lot of fear around it. Regardless of whether you have that trust with your partner, is it gonna end up somewhere that you don't want it to be?
And I think it's what's not talked about enough is the impact it has on the person sending the nude.
Yeah.
Like what happens after they do send a nude, and how they feel, and like how they're looked at, how they're perceived, like you were saying, like from other people, their friends, family, stuff like that. Yeah. And it takes like a mental, like it's like mental warfare for them, because there's so many emotions, so many things happening. Oh, he's not gonna look at me the same. My mum's gonna find out this, that, and it's just gonna lead to so many gonna lead to depression. Really.
I think it's a terrifying realization as a girl to know that nude isn't private anymore, because you know that people's perceptions of you is gonna change. You're gonna be seen in a certain way. You're not. I guess you're gonna be seen as, I don't know what the word is to describe it, but like easy.
Yeah.
You're gonna be seen easy. Anybody can get this from you, when that wasn't the reality of the situation at all.
Yeah.
Your reputation changes. Everybody sees it, especially I think when you are younger, which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
But I remember when I was younger, bait out pages constantly. I don't know if bait out pages are around now.
Oh my days.
But bait out
Do you
pages
do you remember on Snap, bro?
They were crazy.
Bait out
For areas.
Yeah, but like
boroughs.
Yeah, for boroughs. That used to
I've seen
that's
my friends,
just unlocked.
because there were times I've seen my friend on it, everybody standing around saying, can you report it? Can you report it? Please, like, get it down, get it down. And it's like, at that point, if I've seen it, and I'm not, like, I'm not even someone that's looking to see it.
Yeah.
So imagine how many other people in your, and then you end up with girls that are labelled as this, that, and the other, and they haven't done anything that actually puts them in that position.
It's mad how quick the turnaround is for that as well. Like once it's posted,
and there's rules.
Yeah.
There's rules to how you send a nude. I think as a girl, there's rules to how you send a nude anyway. You make sure your face isn't in it. You make sure that there isn't a part of your body that's identifiable, like that looks like it could be you, because it could be you that is on the bait out page and someone's actually atting you and saying, that's this person from this road down there. Like, it's like, it's so quick and it is terrifying. Like, I think growing up, it was really scary. I think now, it still is scary, but I think, I don't know, I think that, I guess Snapchat to us was quite, not new, but it was different. Like, it was a thing of like, you can send stuff and no one else is going to see it again, or like you think that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, that transition from WhatsApp to Snap was crazy back in year 7. Like, because Snap, especially for a young person, it's very exposing, like, for young people. And what isn't talked about enough, is how normalized, like, stuff like that, like sending nudes and bait out page and stuff is in schools. Because, like, what Tate was saying, like, the impact that it actually has on young people is crazy. Like, when stuff would be getting sent around schools, you would actually have to come into school the next day knowing that the entire school is not, let alone talking about it, but have seen it as well. It's like,
but now they're at a point where they've come into school, and the moment it happened and everyone's found out, they have that label on them for the rest of their school experience.
Yeah, that's what's mad.
Whenever, no matter how many years go by, they're gonna be, do you remember when Lacey used to send the news and that? Like, that's how they're gonna look, and that's just not right. That's not right.
When I was younger, I made that mistake. And as I said, we had Snapchat, but there's apps where you can secretly record on Snapchat.
Yeah.
And obviously,
there was methods.
as it's a badge of honor thing, whoever I sent it to did send it to a group chat. And it was someone from, like, my area. My route to go to school, I had to pass through that area where that school specifically was. And I literally changed my whole route for a whole year to make sure that I didn't see anybody that was in that friendship group. And then about a couple years later, I went to a party and I saw one of the people. And it was like, it's such a crazy realization to know that someone that you don't actually personally know has seen you like that and will always have that, like, perception. Like, it's been years, but it's like, if I was to see anybody, I just think, like, when I was so young, you saw me like that. And it's like, for so long, I used to think to myself, like, one day is it going to end up somewhere? Or like, and then now obviously I'm an adult, I'm like, dude, that's child pornography. But at the time, like, for years, it just used to haunt me because it's scary. And at that age, I made the decision that I didn't want that person's life to be affected by a decision they made when they were younger. That is reality. A lot of things don't also get reported and stuff like that, because a lot of people think, that's a big thing as well, when you're younger, there is that thing of, like, you think that you're also going to get in trouble if you were to report it, even though there are actually laws that do protect you as well, but you're not made aware of that.
The internet is a crazy thing. Like, it's like the whole idea of digital footprint, bro. Like, if you're sending these kind of things to certain people, you just have to be wary and careful. I personally wouldn't suggest sending them to people, like...
You have to be wary and careful, but...
Like, no, like, if it gets to anywhere, it can never get rid of one person send it to another person. It will never leave the internet ever.
Yeah.
And it's like, was it worth that risk for that one moment?
Yeah, facts.
I wouldn't say it is. Facts. It's like, and I feel for a lot of men genuinely can't control themselves and they're just overly forward.
Yeah.
But what do you? Sorry to cut you off, but what do you think? Like with this, basically a solution that you just said. What do you think a good way? What do you think would be a good way for you to communicate that to the younger people in like schools and that, because they go through that and it's like it's either they don't have someone to say that or they don't have like the emotional maturity to think like that prior to actually sending the nude, because they're in the moment, because they feel that need for validation, or because they feel that pressure. Like, what do you think would be a good way to like almost educate the younger youths into thinking like, yo, before I do this, because at the end of the day, it's not a bad thing, because big people send nudes.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Big people do that. Like, it's not a forbidden thing, but it's a thing where you take precautions. Yeah. And especially with the younger generation, I don't think it's...
The risk is just not worth it.
No.
I don't think the risk is worth it. Yeah. I think because it's so damaging to that young person's mental health if it goes wrong.
Yeah.
And there's so many cases. I'm sure everybody has or knows a girl in school that was labelled as something, but I'm sure if you was to actually sit there, have a proper conversation with her, you find out she's
a lovely girl.
Right. But immediately...
The girl I meant, she's probably someone who's lovely to talk to, not someone that maybe that's my cup of tea, but you know.
Where we going?
By a lovely girl, I mean like if you actually had the chance to sit down and talk to them, setting aside the label that's been put on them, there's a variety of things that you can find out that the things that are said about her or labelled isn't true, or you know the actual situation from her perspective rather than what you're hearing around. Like with kids, it's difficult to get through because some of them are hella stubborn. They're so stubborn, but that's just this generation, I'll be honest. Sorry, but like, when did you lot learn about sex education?
Year 5.
Yeah.
Do you know how mad that is? Yeah. That is a bit mad still.
But that's what I'm saying. That type of awareness, in schools, I think that schools should start taking them type of...
Just social media.
Yeah.
Seriously. Like, in terms of, like, the dangers of social media. Seriously.
1,000,000%.
Yeah, but not by banning phones, by teaching them the right way to use it. Do you know what I mean?
Facts.
I think a lot of kids just need to pay attention to what they're doing and think about the effect that it can have on them and the people around them, because like you're 14, 15 sending nudes. You know your mum's not having that if she sees it, or your dad, or your little sister, or your older brother. Like if they see that, they're gonna have an opinion on you, and I don't think that's worth it. You guys are the only people that do it. Older people do it, younger people do it. It's not a thing that is forbidden, but at that age you shouldn't be doing it at all. You don't need to engage in that. You got your whole life to live.
Yeah. What do you guys think about non-consensual nudes?
Don't do it.
Yeah, I think that's much worse. I think it's much worse, especially on the receiving end.
Whoa.
Yeah, well, I think if you are sending them, obviously you're kind of just not thinking about the effect that it's gonna have on the other person. You're forcing it on somebody. Like they're not having that chance. And I think growing up, when I first got Snapchat was terrifying. Like you add back any random person with a bitmoji and the next one gets a dick pic, and I'm like, I'm 12, genuinely, but
that's mad.
The thing is like, it's so normal. All my friends that I went to a girls' school, we all are experiencing the same thing. We all have the same thing on Snapchat.
How though?
And it's like everybody's screaming together when we've all opened the Snapchat. Like genuinely, but it's an experience that I think.
Big man as well, isn't it?
Exactly, big man. I don't know. I could never know who you were really and truly.
Yeah.
But I guess at the beginning it was that thing of like, you know, you have anybody on that could add you, whatever. You think it's calm, you think it's safe. Next thing you know, you're getting constant and I've seen times when it's just like every day.
Yeah.
Every single day you're trying. I'm like, what is like? I think it makes you so uncomfortable because your choice is being taken away.
Yeah.
You don't want to see it. As I'm saying as well, like sometimes, you know, it's young kids
That's what I'm saying.
that have this app to talk to their friends and everything, and you're seeing a grown man's.
And I think that's awful, so awful, because it's young kids that are being exposed to that. Because like seeing that type of stuff, like pornography and unconsensual nudes, that does something to young kids' brain that they haven't seen. They're not used to that.
And I think it also like risk triggering like hypersexual activity.
1,000,000%.
I think like if you're exposed to that kind of thing from so young, it becomes the normal.
Exactly. When it becomes normalized.
You want to send nudes.
But then they start craving more. Like they're looking for that next high. Like
and I think it's subconscious. They don't like obviously. Us as older people can now realize the effects that it has on us or had on us. Yeah. But when you're young and you're in the moment, you can't see that, and your mind might not be able to understand it. But coming from us, that's not okay. Yeah. It's not fine. Yeah. Do not do it.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of things now these days that are negatively impacting young people's minds while they're still developing around social media. Like a load of things that social media push, not even up that are on there, that media push. Like there's not one youth in the whole of year 7 and year 8, the whole of the school, to be honest, that can't tell you what OnlyFans is. Wow. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I'm saying? Like the fact that is something that's so broad and so widely known for young people, and how even with OnlyFans models and that, like the way they're even promoting their brand now, and they're representing themselves on stream, because there's so many things now, there's so many different platforms where you can do whatever, and young people are exposed to that. But at the end of the day, with non-consensual nudes, if you do that, basically you're wrong. And I think the effect that it has on females can be long lasting and can be like detrimental. Yeah.
I think another thing as well is I don't think parents necessarily, depending on also how old your parents are, what generation they are from, actually know how to deal with that as an issue. They don't know. They probably wouldn't know how to handle their child that's sending non-consensual nudes. Their first instinct is probably just take the phone away.
Yeah.
But then to your child that's receiving it, again, the answer is probably to take that phone away again, but it's like you're not actually able to get into your child's head and understand that this is a constant thing that's happening all the time. Like I know for a fact if my mum was to go on my phone when I was younger and see that, she'd just be like, what is like, I don't even know the parameters of this app, like I don't know how this works, let alone how I probably feel receiving this on this level at this age, because they have never been my age in this generation to have to face that type of issue, to deal with the mental health that comes from it. So it's just like it's sad. Like it is a sad reality that it's just normal. And that, as you were saying, that like with everything being so accessible online, with stream and stuff like that,
just scroll.
Exactly. And kids always have that desire to kind of find out, be older. Exactly. They want to relate to what they see online, regardless of if that person is 25 and they're 13. And it's like, oh, so this is normal. Like this is love. This is me and my boyfriend in year 8. You know, we're doing it. It's normal. Everybody else does it, when that content isn't designed for you at all. But the person making that content doesn't actually care that it's not designed for you.
Social media needs to do better to mitigate all this stuff, and it shouldn't be able to just be in someone's face.
But that's the hard part.
I'm glad Twitter flipping did an age confirmation.
Oh yeah, because that didn't just expose
now
it was.
I know them other sites. You know what I'm talking about.
You know.
No, but it's like it's what's also sad is that there's nothing it's really hard to think about something that can be put into place to kind of prevent this or steer this for the younger generation, because with our generation we was at a time where stuff like that was newer. There wasn't streams, there wasn't OnlyFans or nothing like that. Like it wasn't so in your face. It was there, don't get it twisted, we all know that it was there and we all know about it, but like it wasn't as pushed. And I think the difference between us and the younger generation is that since now we've got older, we kind of understand the where the line is. But with the younger generation, because you were saying they're hypersexualized now. They might be hypersexualized because of what they're seeing. Who knows what it might be in 10 years' time when they get to our age? Do you know what I'm saying? That's the scary part.
That is the end of Mandem Asks. I think this topic was definitely needed to be talked about, and we did touch on a lot of topics. Touching on a lot of topics, the news. Go check out our short film, The News, on our YouTube platform. It touches on the same issues that we talked about today. And yeah, thank you so much for tuning in.
Thank you.
Bush.
Love people. Big him out. Man them out. Yell them out.